everyone, and namaskar. I welcome all of you all to this digital event, Mentoring for Sustainable Growth, hosted by Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust and British High Commission. With the support of BYST, many job seekers have turned into job creators. BYST is creating youth icons in the field of entrepreneurship across India since 1992. Now, let us watch some of the success stories of the BYST supported entrepreneurs from Odisha and Jharkhand states. Onto the screen, please.
Hi, I am Kiran Bala Chaudhary. My brother and I were brought up amidst hardships by my mother as I lost my father at a young age. I was also married off and became the mother of two at 22. Due to the pandemic, my husband's business was shut down. We were under uncertainty. My husband and I decided to make ready-to-eat snacks. While we were in search of resources, I came in contact with BYST FCDO program. There, I was counseled and offered 2 days of training on different aspects of setting up a business. BYST helped me secure a loan of Rs 23 lakhs from the State Bank of India. Most importantly, my mentor, Mr. Rajbardhan, supported me throughout my initial challenges in setting up my business. His advice, especially on production, quality, and marketing, has enhanced my business.
I am Rajbardhan Dhal Mahapatra. I am a retired banker and associated with BYST as a mentor. I often give her advice related to food safety, production, marketing, loan related issues, and how to sustain and grow her business. While most people were losing their jobs during the pandemic, I was lucky beyond measure to have a job and could feed my family. It's Kiran Bala madam who has saved my family during a crucial time. I will always be grateful to her and wish her business grows more and more.
I thank BYST FCDO for enabling me to employ 6 needy people at this crucial time. In addition, the continuous training received on recent trends, topics such as decent work training has enabled me into a responsible employer. I am happy that now my monthly turnover is around Rs 3 lakhs and I am working to double it by next year. I am looking forward to creating more employment and encourage many women like me to set up their businesses.
ମୁଁ ବାସନ୍ତୀ ରଣା କୁମାରୀ ଜାରକା ଯାଜପୁର। ମୁଁ ମୋ ନିଜସ୍ୱରେ ମେସିନ୍ କିଣିଥିଲି। ତାପରେ 2011 ମସିହାରୁ 2015 ମସିହା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ମୁଁ ସେମିତି ଛୋଟ ମୋଟ ଭାବରେ ମୋର କରିଥିଲି। ମୋତେ ଆଗକୁ ବଢ଼ିବାର ଥିଲା, ଯାହାଦ୍ୱାରା କି ଛୋଟିଆ ବିଜନେସ୍ ମୋତେ କିଛି ମାନେ ହେଉନଥିଲା। ମୋତେ ବହୁତ କିଛି କରିବାର ଥିଲା। ମୋର ଗୋଟେ ଇଚ୍ଛା ଥିଲା ଯେ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଆଲ୍ ହେବି, କେମିତି ଗୋଟେ କ'ଣ କରିବି। ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୋତେ ଥରେ ଏମିତି ବହୁତ ଚିନ୍ତାରେ ଥିଲି। ମୋର ଗୋଟେ ବନ୍ଧୁ ଆସିକି ମୋତେ କହିଲା କି ଭାରତୀୟ ଯୁବଶକ୍ତି ଟ୍ରଷ୍ଟ ଭଳି ଏମିତି ଗୋଟେ ସଂସ୍ଥା ଅଛି ଯାହାଦ୍ୱାରା କି ଆମମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆଗକୁ ବଢ଼ିବାରେ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିପାରିବ। BYST କି ମୋର କଥା କହିଲି, ସେଠି ସବୁ ବୁଝିଲା ପରେ ଜାଣିଲି ଯେ ଏଟା BYST ଓ ଟାଟା ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ର ମିଳିତ ଉଦ୍ୟମରେ ହେଉଛି। ତେଣୁ BYST ଷ୍ଟାଫ୍ ମୋତେ ନେଇକି ଆମର ଧର୍ମଶାଳା ଅଞ୍ଚଳରେ ଥିବା ଇକୋ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କକୁ ଗଲେ। ସେଠି ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କ ମ୍ୟାନେଜର ଓ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ଅଫିସର ସହିତ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା କରି ମୋତେ 1 ଲକ୍ଷ ଟଙ୍କା ଲୋନ୍ ଯୋଗାଇ ଦେଲେ। से 1 लाख टंका आनिकिनी मु मोर ए मेसीन किनली आउ किछि छोट छोट मेसिन मध्ये किनिछि आउ किछि पैसा मु मोर वर्किंग कैपिटल माने काम पई रखिछि से पैसा रे कपड़ा फड़ा किनि किनि ये करछि।
मो ना अभिमन्यु सेठी ग्राम गोपालपुर मु बासंती अपांग सहित दीर्घ 8 वर्ष है बेपार कर आखपाख 4-5टी गाँव को बेपार कर भाउजों ठारू शाढ़ी साया ब्लाउज नहीं चहटा चरमुआ मंगलपुर कुमारी आखपाख गाँव को जाई बहुत भल बेपार कर भल 2 पैसा इनकम करुच्ची।
भल सुजोग मत आसला कौन कि से मत गोटे भल मेंटर जो आणिकी मो सहित रही देले से मेंटर ना हूँ इस्तियान हुसैन मुझे आगू बढ़ी कौन करी से मत बहुत सहयोग दौरान पूर्ण मात्रा रे प्रति मसरे थरे 2 थर से मो पाखक आसती मुझे कौन मोर आमर बिक्री है कौटू आसला कौन केमती गला केते प्रोडक्शन बाहरी तो से सब से बहुत तदारख करती।
मेरा नाम शेख इश्तियाक हुसैन है। तो जब से उड़ीसा में BYST आया उसके साथ जुड़ने का मौका मिला और BYST के साथ काम करने का एक नया अंदाज मिला जिसमें हमको एक इंटरप्रेनर के हिसाब से बासंती राणा मिले और बासंती राणा के साथ काम करने में एक नया शुरुआत जैसा आया और वो काम अभी बहुत डेवलप हुआ है जिसमें कि आगे तो इनका काम बहुत ही इम्प्रूव होगा और उनके अंदर जो उत्साह है जो चाहत है वो काम को बहुत अच्छे अंदाज में पिकअप कर रही हैं। हम लोग 2-3 बार काम का सजेशन लेते हैं और एक दूसरे से डिस्कस करते रहते हैं जिसमें उनको काम का लाइन और काम का ढंग जो है पूरा बदला हुआ है और उनके अंदर जो इंटरेस्ट है वो इंटरेस्ट लेके मार्केटिंग और मार्केट का कुछ अलग अलग काम का जो लाइन दिया जा रहा है बहुत जल्दी पिकअप कर रही है और आगे चल के ये काम में जब कोई भी काम दो इनको जिस तरह का इंटरेस्ट है इनके अंदर इनको किसी भी तरह का काम दो वो काम को ये अच्छे अंदाज से बना सकते हैं। इनका जो उत्साह है वो हमारे लिए एक नया दौर बना हुआ है तो इसमें उनको कहाँ से कितना आगे बढ़ना है और उनके साथ जिस तरह का मैं बार बार मुलाकात कर रहा हूँ और काम को आगे ले रहा हूँ मुझे लग रहा है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा और 6 महीना साल भर में बहुत जल्दी इम्प्रूव हो जाएगा।
लक्ष्मीप्रिया लेंका गाँ दामोदरपुर मुझे सिलाई शिखापी जन मोर सांग मत कही जारकार ये सिलाई शिखा जासिक बासंती अप्पा कतरू किसी बुझिली सिलाई विषय तापर आसिक मुझे शिखिली शिखला मत अप्पा निजे सुजोग देते कहले जे ये आसिक तू किसी शिख बा काम कर मुझे काम कली काम करी 5 वर्ष है काम करुँची मोर अप्पा निजे 8 जन पिला नहीं रखिकी आम काम करुचु से छाया ब्लाउज ड्रेस स्कूल ड्रेस बाहर करके मार्केटिंग करचु मु पाठ भी पढ़ुची अप्पा मत दरमा दियंती प्लस से साहाଯ୍य भी मत करती एटा जेबे भी को जॉब भी आसे से मत कहती जे तू एटा कर सेटा कर सब छुआ
से सपोर्ट बहुत रोचे से बहुत भल भाव से काम कर ठीक टाइम ने आसुँच ठीक टाइम रे जाउछंती आउ मोर प्रत्येक काम आयरन करवा कटिंग और स्टिचिंग करवा बहुत उन्नत धरण भल सब ठीक टाइम रे से डेलीवर दियंती जहाँ जिते दिन पे ऑर्डर रखी था से दिन भर करके दियंती आज जहाँ किसी हो पाची से
I'm Ashok Kumar Samantra. I'm General Manager UCO Bank Cutter. And in fact, I'm grateful to BOST that with their support, we could able to finance a physically 100% physically challenged Mrs. Basanti Rana. And it is, I feel that by helping her, I feel that I got the invisible blessings of Almighty's. And it's not like because we could able to put it her step forward in a productive venture. And she is extremely dedicated and honest lady. I wanted more and more Basanti's lady like her, a good entrepreneurs. And also I have solicited the help of this BOST so that at least collectively we can do something for the societies so that we can reach the last mile. Thank you very much.
ଏବେ ଯେଉଁ 1 ଲକ୍ଷ ଟଙ୍କା ଲୋନ୍ ପାଇଛି ତାହା ମୋର ମାସକୁ 15,000 ରୁ 20,000 ଭିତରେ ହେଇଯାଉଛି। ତ ଆଗକୁ ମୋର ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ ମୁଁ ଅଧିକରୁ ଅଧିକ କେମିତି କରିବି ଆଉ ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଯେଉଁ ଏବେ 7-8 ଜଣ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆଗକୁ ମୁଁ 50 ଜଣ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟ ରଖିପାରିବି। ଭାରତୀୟ ଯୁବା ଶକ୍ତି ଟ୍ରଷ୍ଟ ଯେଭଳି ଭାବେ ମୋତେ ମୋ ଭଳି ଜଣେ ଫିଜିକାଲି ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିକ୍ୟାପ୍ଟକୁ ସହଯୋଗ କରିଛନ୍ତି ମୋର ଆଶା ଯେ କି ଆମ ଏ ଯାଜପୁରରେ ଆମର ଗଢ଼ି ଉଠିଛି BYST ଆଉ ଟାଟା ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ର ମିଳିତ ଉଦ୍ୟମରେ ଅନେକ ଲୋକ ଉପକୃତ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ହୋଇପାରିବେ। ମୁଁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଯେହେତୁ ନିଜ ସକ୍ସେସ୍ ହେଇଛି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଦେଉଛି BYST ଆଉ ଟାଟା ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ର କେମିତି ଆଗକୁ ଆହୁରି ଅନେକ ଉଦ୍ୟୋଗୀ ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହେବ।
We Indians give a lot of importance to numbers, marks in exams, stock market, number of license plate, the list goes on. And this continues even with phone number.
Phone numbers?
I too have a special phone number, just like a true friend. Say hello to my friend. BYST's Namaste Grampreneur Helpline 1800 121 181 181.
What's so special about it?
It helps if you want to become an entrepreneur and looking for proper guidance.
Wow! Who all does it help?
It helps all kinds of potential entrepreneurs, be it women, first generation or existing entrepreneurs, and migrant workers.
How will it help me?
It acts like a mentor and helps in refining your business idea. BYST also provides end-to-end support to potential entrepreneurs like counseling, training, funding, monitoring, mentoring, and much more.
Wow! What if it only speaks in English?
Relax. You have the option to interact in different languages. BYST is always committed to build strong and trusted relationships with Grampreneurs.
Can't wait to call 1800 121 181 181.
Namaste Grampreneur. A lifeline for livelihood. An initiative by Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust, YBI, and Google.org.
Hope all of us got an idea about the work done by BYST in Odisha and Jharkhand areas. I once again welcome everyone to this event, Mentoring for Sustainable Growth, hosted by Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust and British High Commission. Before we begin, please note some of the housekeeping rules. Mobile phones to be kept on silent. Please keep yourself on mute. Let's begin. The BYST Youth Entrepreneurship Development Program, in association with the British High Commission initiative, focuses on nurturing youth entrepreneurs and building an entrepreneurial ecosystem by sowing the seeds of entrepreneurship amongst youth on a large scale in Odisha and Jharkhand districts. The partnership has also established BHC's commitment to the goal of creating an entrepreneurial culture, generate employment, and catalyze long-term sustainability of the local community. With the support of BYST, many job seekers has turned into job creators. BYST is creating youth icons in the field of entrepreneurship across various parts of India since 1992. Now, to begin the program, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Kapil Kaul, Member National Advisory Group.
B has come across as the number one concern of more than 50% Indians. So you know what kind of a situation and what kind of a challenge BYST is facing. Now, this is a timely reaffirmation of the work that BYST, along with its many corporate and institutional partners, has undertaken over the years and continues to do so. A positive traction is also noticed in the overall CSR spending. Now, here what I would like to mention is that over the years, we have noticed, ever since the CSR law came into being, we have noticed that more corporates are now diversifying from traditional philanthropic activities to activities which lead to skill development and job creation. So that is a healthy trend which one is noticing over the years. In fact, as a matter of fact, JK Paper also, for the first time, the company that I represent, also for the first time in 2017 started this activity, as soon after this CSR law came into being. Over the next few years, we will see further expansion of the BYST footprint, and therefore the partnership with the High Commission is of immense value to us. And when I say us, I include corporate and institutional partners of BYST. In the Mood of the Nation survey I referred to earlier, unemployment was the highest worry of the respondents. Now, East, particularly East, the survey, the respondents from the East, which is 77% of the respondents from the East in this survey, identified joblessness as their main concern and worry. So therefore, it is significant that we have amongst us the Special Secretary from the government of Jharkhand in charge of labor, employment, training, and skill development. We are deeply grateful to all the eminent personalities for gracing this occasion with their presence. JK Paper has been a part of BYST's journey since 2017 in Raigada, an aspirational district with a predominant tribal population, which had no culture of business industry. This program has been able to reach to 33,785 youth, out of which 8,580 youth were counseled and 2,561 youth were trained for entrepreneurship through the Youth Entrepreneurship Development Programs, which is the YEDP. The program has been instrumental in creating more than 300 entrepreneurs till now in a wide array of sectors and businesses. It is in this context that we need to applaud the achievement of the young polio-affected Basanti Rana, whose video we just saw. And her training unit has trained and helped over 1,200 other deprived women to earn their livelihood with the support of her mentor, Mr. Patnaik, in the BYST Tata Steel project at Kalinganagar. Or Lalita Devi, a widow who has a paper plate manufacturing business in Amla Patha, Raigada, and went on to win the Vijay Lakshmi Award in the medium enterprise category. We also have young entrepreneurs like Neeraj from Bukru village of Jharkhand, who started her tile manufacturing business with stocks piled up in a small room at his house. Today, with the help of BYST and his mentor, Mr. Manohar, his unit has been expanded to a full-fledged working unit, making an annual turnover of 1.5 crores in the year 2021. What makes these entrepreneurs different from the others is mentoring, which is the backbone of BYST's program. I think if one was to compare the attrition rate or the failure rate of entrepreneurs between BYST and any other program, we find that BYST's attrition rate is the lowest, and that is significantly because of the mentoring support that BYST provides to its entrepreneurs. Mentoring is the need of the hour, and the mentor development program empowers the mentors to guide potential and existing entrepreneurs to enhance their efficacy and sustainability, which ultimately gives the entire entrepreneurial ecosystem the much required fillip in the country. Today, we are going to launch the Business Idea Contest. We have already experienced the BYST JK Paper Business Idea Contest in the past. This unique initiative helps ignite the entrepreneurial spirit and brings out the entrepreneurial spirit lying dormant in many youngsters. We have witnessed how several successful micro enterprises have emerged out of these contests. I believe there is tremendous potential for entrepreneurship in the states like Odisha and Jharkhand, and a lot of exciting developments have been taking place in the last couple of years. I congratulate BYST and the British High Commission once again for organizing this event. Let's all contribute to the spirit of mentoring and entrepreneurship through our determination, positive attitude, and work. My best wishes to BYST for scaling new heights soon, and hope they forge many more partnerships in different parts of the country to support entrepreneurship through mentoring. Once again, on behalf of BYST, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Ms. Sukanya Iyer, Chairman, National Mentor Panel, BYST, to deliver the overview of BYST BHC program. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please unmute yourself? You're on mute.
Can I have the presentation, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Hope every one of you is staying safe and protected. Namaskar. I think Satyajit, can it be in the full screen? Are you all able to see it?
We can see it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
It gives me immense pleasure to present before you all about BYST's journey, how it has championed the cause of Startup India that we have today. And, you know, the main aim of BIST is, you know, job creators, not job seekers, turning job seekers into job creators. As we all know, BYST, as the name suggests, is the platform for empowering Indian youth to turn their businesses into a profitable enterprise with all guidance and support of a mentor. With an aim to channelize the power of India's youth towards economic development, BYST's principles are based on the famous words of J.R.D. Tata. If we touch one life, it has the potential to transform the lives of billion people. So this is the aim of BYST, which has created a pool of mentors and entrepreneurs. Here we see on the screen the board of trustees in front of you all. Subodh Bhargava, our from Chairman Lakshmi Venkatesan, and others. Next slide, please. How it has, you know, reached people, how it has impacted, you know, BYST has impacted. There are some data points which are shown on your screens. So it's quite self-explanatory. The PAN reach, which has reached to all the cities, outreached, you know, around 9 lakh entrepreneurs. The youth trained is 43,000. The mentors trained and accredited are 8,000. The loans facilitated are around 407 crores. In this, institutional mentors, the mentors who are trained and accredited are around 2,000. Entrepreneurs who are facilitated, you know, are 8,000. How it has impacted? How it has impacted the lives by creating jobs. Jobs created 3.32 lakhs and wealth generated. The data points on the screen for you all, 4,100 crores. The next slide. This is the profile of our BYST grantpreneurs. Underprivileged youth, Indian youth, they can, their profile, the basic requirements are 18 to 35 age group, can be unemployed, can be underemployed, education, basic, high school on the average, probably some vocational skills, youth with a passion, with a zeal, zest to do, with an idea, with a business idea, with an idea to be generated for a will, coupled with will to succeed that business. Loans, average size is 5 lakhs without any security and collateral-free loan. And our model, BYST's model, is based on all these principles. Counseling. Mentors act as counselors. They give access to finance, business development, and leads to mentoring. This is our, the basis, the basic principle. We have championed the mentoring movement. What we find here is capacity building of mentors. This is the mentoring model that we follow in our BYST. We have mentor chapters. We have also training programs and also give international accreditation once they finish those schedules, the training. Urban mentoring, we have one-to-one mentoring. Rural mentoring, we have set up mobile mentor clinics. So these are the images that you see on the slide. And Mentoring India, the principle of Mentoring India, this is a flagship program which was unveiled in 2017 during the occasion of its Silver Jubilee celebrations by the auspicious hand of then Urban Minister of Development, Government of India, Shri Venkaiah Naidu ji. And the Youth Entrepreneurship Development Program, BYST and British High Commission, Bhubaneswar, Ranchi, and Jharkhand. So we have a tie-up with these two states, the British High Commission. The next one. Yes, the impacts, BYST, BHC, YEDP, these are the parameters and what are the achievements, the data figures which are given. I'll just randomly go through. Youth, which has been reached out on your screens, you find 11,198. How many of them have been counseled? 3,803. Quite a huge number. Women from that particular segment is 1,221. Quite appreciable. Youth training who are attended around 696. PW potential entrepreneurs 108. Entrepreneur who are supported both the finance as well as mentored 140. Women entrepreneurs who were supported 31. Loans facilitated, most important aspect, 8.35 crores. Mentors inducted 210. These are the positive testimonials on the screens. As you all seen these stories before we started the program. The high flyers like Kiran Bala Chaudhary, women entrepreneurs who, despite facing all the challenges, could transform herself into a successful entrepreneur with the help of BYST handholding. Unsuccessful in raising the financial support from banks to start her entrepreneurs. With the facilitation of BYST, she was able to garner support and also receive loan of 23 lakhs from SBI. BYST FCGO entrepreneur since FY 2020. Successfully, she's running Messrs. Somvech with the vision to expand the network across Odisha with a turnover of rupees 1.00 crore in the next financial. Nari Shakti, Nari to Narayani. So on these words, I end up, as we all say, as I always reiterate, as I always end with a quote from Swami Vivekananda. If you have an idea, if an idea is generated, we put our nerves, bones, and muscles. The BYST is an idea which is given shape to many, many entrepreneurs. And I, humbly sitting in front of you as a mentor, the chairperson, my journey has reached. Namaskar. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that wonderful overview. Friends, now let us hear in their own words the success story of a BYST supported entrepreneur and mentor. We have Mr. Neeraj and his mentor, Mr. Manohar Kumar, who have joined us. Mr. Neeraj, over to you, please.
मैं नीरज कुमार रांची झारखंड का निवासी हूँ। मैं बुकरो का निवासी हूँ। आज मैं आप सभी के साथ अपनी सफलता की कहानी साझा करने में काफी प्रसन्न महसूस कर रहा हूँ। यह सिर्फ एक सफलता नहीं है, बल्कि इसमें कई उतार चढ़ाव देखा है। मैंने 2016 में बीटेक पास करने के बाद एक नोएडा में टेक्निकल इंजीनियर के पोस्ट पर कार्यरत था, जिस पर लोग के स्थान और सैलरी पे संतुष्ट नहीं होने के कारण से मैं जॉब छोड़ने का निर्णय लिया और अपने निवास स्थान बुकरो वापस रांची आया। और इसके बाद मैं अपने एरिया के अनुसार समझ में आया कि अपने व्यापार करने का डिसीजन लिया। उसके ऊपर काफ़ी दिक्कत ही था और जिसके लिए काफ़ी पूंजी का जो रिक्वायरमेंट था वो अपने पास नहीं होने के कारण काफ़ी दिक्कत। अपने घर पे ही छोटे एरिया में कम पूंजी के साथ में अपना व्यापार शुरुआत किया। और व्यापार को कंपटीशन मार्केट के अनुसार से अपने फैलाना था, जिसकी बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा में अपने निकटतम ब्रांच पे गया, जहाँ पे BYST के माध्यम से लोन लेने में काफ़ी सुविधा हुआ और अपने व्यापार को भी रूप से फैलाते गए। मनोहर कुमार जी के सपोर्ट से फिर काफ़ी गाइडेंस मिला हमको और इसी प्रकार से धीरे धीरे अपना व्यापार जो है बढ़ाते चले गए। आज के दिन पे अपना व्यापार काफी फैला हुआ है और रांची के अलावा भी पूरे झारखंड में अन्य जिलों पर भी अपना व्यापार काफी बढ़िया ढंग से चल रहा है। और आज के अपने इकाई में 8 से 10 लोग मेरे यूनिट पे काम करते हैं। जितने के साथ में अपना शब्द समाप्त करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Neeraj. Mr. Manohar Kumar, may I now request you to share your experience of being a mentor with us?
सभी को जोहार। मुझे BYST के साथ जुड़ने का मौका जनवरी 2021 से मिला। मैं यूथ इंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्रोग्राम को देख रहा हूँ और मेंटरिंग कर रहा हूँ और इसके जरिए हम अलग अलग युवाओं को अलग अलग कार्यक्रम में सक्रिय रूप से भाग लेने का मौका मिला। और इस दरमियान हमने यहाँ से ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग भी प्राप्त किया, जो कि हमको मेंटरिंग में सपोर्ट किया कि कैसे हम मेंटर्स मतलब कि युवाओं को कैसे हम प्रॉपर गाइड कर पाए और एक डायरेक्शन, एक विजन के साथ जो हमारा आत्मनिर्भर भारत का भी सपना है और युवाओं को आज विशेष जरूरत है झारखंड के युवाओं को। यहाँ पर ये माहौल बहुत आवश्यक है कि हम यहाँ के युवाओं को अलग अलग अपने एक्सपीरियंस के जरिए बाजार के जोखिम के बारे में जानकारी देना और इसको आगे कैसे हम ले जा सकें। ये साथ ही हम अलग अलग संस्थाओं के साथ भी जुड़ाव के साथ काम कर रहे हैं और ये हम आज बहुत गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहे हैं कि BYST ने इस महत्वपूर्ण मौका के लिए मुझे मौका दिया। और इस काम को मैं बाकी लोगों से भी चाहूँगा कि झारखंड के अलावा भी जितने भी लोग जुड़े हैं अधिक से अधिक जुड़े और अपना जो अनुभव है, जो जीवन का अनुभव है प्लस मार्केट का अनुभव है, यंग लोगों के साथ शेयर करें। और ये जो चीज़ें हैं समाज के लिए भी काफ़ी महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका अदा करेगी और हम एक अपना जो जीवन का जो लक्ष्य है और एक जो एंटरप्रेन्योर का लक्ष्य है, इसको दोनों को कंबाइन करते हुए हम आत्मनिर्भर उद्यमी और देश को हम आगे बढ़ा पाए। ये हमारा सपना भी है और सहयोग भी है और मैं BYST और ब्रिटिश हाई कमीशन को धन्यवाद देता हूँ कि उन्होंने इस कार्यक्रम को सफलतापूर्वक चला रहे हैं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. May I now call upon Mr. Dwarikanath Mahapatra, Institutional Mentor BYST and Assistant Professor TITE Odisha, to share his mentoring experience with us. So please.
Hi everyone, sabko namaskar. I am Dwarikanath Mahapatra, currently working as an assistant professor in KITE for that. As I am passionate about mentoring, I'm excited to be a part of a BYST, an organization dedicated to fostering an entrepreneurial environment in our society through the advice of our mentors. Working as a mentor in BYST gives me a great deal of a pleasure. As individual level, I learn the qualities of a mentor. I learn the different mentor skills. I learn how to build mentor and mentee relationship. I also got an international certificate on mentoring development program. As an institution, it strengthens the brand image of my institute. We have already developed an entrepreneurship development cell with the support of BYST. We have already developed 59 number of mentors. We have already counseled many students of my institute. As a mentor, I advise my students to become job creators rather than job seekers. One of the success story of my student is he is in eco-friendly project and it is helping the global agenda. The BIST's upskilling webinars from time to time are quite beneficiary to me. It keeps me up to date on mentoring. I also got an opportunity to attend an international event organized by BYST. I got an opportunity to know mentoring practices of Russia, UK, Bangladesh, and many more countries. I am grateful to BYST for allowing me to share my expertise with the young entrepreneurs. Thank you very much. Sabka namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir. Friends, we are now moving on to the exciting part of today's event, which is going to be the launch of Business Idea Contest and the launch of Mentor Development Program. So to do the honors, may I request Mr. Praveen Kumar Topo, Secretary, Department of Labor, Employment, Training and Skill Development, Government of Jharkhand, to officially launch the Business Idea Contest by pressing the remote button. So please. I request Sir to also officially launch the BYST BHC Mentor Development Program by clicking the remote button. Next, I would like to call upon Praveen Kumar Topo sir to deliver the keynote address.
Good evening and Johar to all of you. I'm delighted to attend this meet, Mentoring for Sustainable Growth, which is being organized by Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust and British High Commission. This event has been organized at a very opportune time, and it gives me immense pleasure to join here in the presence of all the stakeholders of this entrepreneurial ecosystem from Jharkhand and Odisha. At this virtual event, it is heartening to see the grassroots entrepreneurs, particularly those from the underprivileged communities, and the business experts sharing their experiences and exchanging valuable lessons. At the outset, I would like to extend my warm wishes to BYST for having completed 3 decades rather, in the service of underprivileged youth looking for a means of livelihood. I'm glad that BYST continues to play a pioneering role in the development of youth entrepreneurship through mentoring across the nation. Since the organization's inception in 1992, BYST has helped around 10,000 disadvantaged Indian youth to develop their business ideas into valuable enterprises. I'm informed that British High Commission is promoting entrepreneurship development in the state of Odisha and Jharkhand through BYST. I'm extremely glad for this, and we commit our full support to this initiative of the British High Commission and BYST. The objective of the program is the capacity building of 1,200 potential young entrepreneurs, out of which 30% will be women and especially challenged entrepreneurs. The project will develop a pool of 300 mentors. For many people, starting a small business is an opportunity to follow one's dream and for creating jobs for themselves and others. BYST has been supporting these groundpreneurs who have a viable business idea and a fire in their belly to succeed as entrepreneurs. These people with limited education have hitherto been deprived of the fruits of the country's economic progress. So when I hear that BYST entrepreneurs, I can see that they have broken through an entire range of barriers and set about achieving tremendous success in their business. I'm proud to note that some of these barriers are being broken by youngsters from Jharkhand also. This, I believe, is primarily due to the speedy support of the mentors. At every stage of the entrepreneur's journey, from ideation to establishing themselves as high flyers, mentoring has shown its tremendous impact, especially its value in crucial times like the COVID-19 pandemic. In fact, in this BYST BSc program, which is started during the pandemic, the entrepreneurs got mentoring support through digital platforms. I congratulate BYST for this great initiative. I'm very happy that BYST and BSc have understood how mentoring plays a key role in sustaining young entrepreneurs' business, and they have launched to build an entrepreneurial ecosystem in our state. Mentoring is the need of the hour. This event, with its primary focus on grassroots entrepreneurship and mentoring, is therefore both timely and relevant for drawing attention to and giving insights into the efficacy of mentoring for youth entrepreneurship and employment creation. The government of Jharkhand has taken many initiatives in building a conducive ecosystem for the startups in the state in the last couple of years. The first startup policy of the government of Jharkhand came up in the year 2016. The concerned department for this policy is Department of Information and Technology, Government of Jharkhand. And this policy was only for 5 years, and they are in the department is in the process of extending this policy for another 5 years. So I'm not in a position to throw light on salient features of that policy, because once this policy is finalized through the cabinet, only then the final contours of the policy will come up. But I promise that this policy is quite attractive for the budding entrepreneurs and has tremendous scope for everyone, including the private players, the government, educational institutions, and individual entrepreneurs. The challenges for India's policymaker is how to go from the present condition where small and informal enterprises are not resourced and fully productive to a condition where they are far better equipped and more dynamic. Their constraints like access to credit, advantages of technology, marketing support need to be addressed. And I think the BYST model of mentoring can give yeoman service in this regard. The business idea contest seems to be an interesting way to attract youth to entrepreneurship. It would ignite the spirit of entrepreneurship in their mind. I would appeal to all the young minds to participate in the contest, and I hope many new ideas will be seen during this contest. I would like to see the British High Commission and BYST scale up this model throughout the state of Jharkhand so that youths across the state would be benefited. I wish to reiterate that the government of Jharkhand will extend unstinted support to the cause. I congratulate BYST and British High Commission once again for this successful event. Let us all contribute to the spirit of mentoring and entrepreneurship through our determination, positive attitude, and challenging work. This will align the true spirit of service to this great nation. Thank you, and Johar.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable thoughts and for showing support to BYST's initiatives. Now we would like to showcase some of the important activities that are carried out in BYST. Firstly, it is the giving away of the accreditation certificates to our newly accredited mentors. BYST offers a unique interactive scenario-based learning. It's called the Mentor Online Learning. Mentor Online Learning encapsulates distilled knowledge in a one-to-one e-learning format that empowers the mentors to bring extra edge to their mentoring. Mentor Online is a pioneering effort of BYST that blends 5,000-year-old Indian tradition of Guru Shishya Parampara with the modern day technology. The program is accredited by City and Guilds, UK's largest and best-known vocational body. In that context, in the presence of Mr. Shivendra Tomar, we are giving away the certificate to our newly accredited mentor, Mr. Ashok Kumar Jadhav from Ranchi.
Thank you. Thank you, BYST.
Thank you, sir. In the presence of Mr. Dhruvacharan Bal, we are giving away the certificate to our newly accredited mentor from Jajpur, Mr. Mantudas.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, in the presence of Mr. Sanjay Valsankar, we are handing over the certificate to our newly accredited mentor, Mr. Pratap Chandra Panda from Bhubaneswar. Moving on, we will be exchanging an MOU. Under the flagship program of Mentoring India, BYST is happy to exchange a memorandum of understanding with the Indian Chamber of International Business, which is one of the leading organizations in India that supports and assists micro, small, and medium companies to grow widely. May I please request Ms. Tinku Rajiv Gupta, Executive Vice President, ICIB, and Ms. Sukanya Iyer, Chairman, National Mentor Panel, BYST, to exchange the MOU. Thank you, everyone. Moving on. We have just witnessed the launch of BYST's Business Idea Contest, which will be implemented by BYST and BHC jointly in Ranchi and Bhubaneswar areas. To mark the same, we would like to exchange the BIC Dropbox with our partner organization, Sudananda Group of Institutes, where the potential youth can drop in their business ideas. May I please request Dr. S.K. Patnaik, Chairman, Sudananda Group of Institutions, to exchange the box with Mr. Ashwini Kumar, Chairman, Strategic Committee, Bhubaneswar, BYST. Thank you, everyone. Now, it's my pleasure to invite Mr. Sanjay Valsankar, Senior Program Manager, British High Commission, to share his thoughts with us. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vaishali. Mr. Praveen Kumar Topo, Secretary, Department of Labor, Employment, Training and Skill Development, Government of Jharkhand. Mr. Shavendra Tomar, Managing Director, IFCI Venture Capital Funds Limited. Mr. Dhruva Charan Bal, Deputy General Manager, State Bank of India. Mr. Kapil Kaul, Member, National Advisory Group, BYST and Advisor, JK Paper Limited. Young entrepreneurs, mentors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all. I'm really pleased to be part of this event today on mentoring for sustainable growth. And it's very heartening to see presence of grassroots entrepreneurs, government representatives, and business experts all sharing their experiences. The UK is committed to working with India to address economic and development challenges. We all know that the private sector plays a pivotal role in giving a boost to economic growth and all-round development. Personal enterprise is a key element of private sector development. Over the last decade or so, the UK has been working to promote entrepreneurship and the private sector through various initiatives jointly with the Indian institutions. We have contributed to 9 equity funds jointly with the government institutions, investing so far in 91 small and medium enterprises and infrastructure businesses. Jointly, we have also provided incubation support to over 180 early stage enterprises. Through these investments, we have supported over 1,25,000 entrepreneurs. Over 45,000 people have been supported with improved jobs and income opportunities. 12 million have access to goods and services, and over 7.5 million with access to financial services. UK attaches the highest importance to mainstreaming inclusion in all its development work globally. Our association with the Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust, BYST, for promoting entrepreneurship development in the states of Odisha and Jharkhand is one such example of our endeavors for inclusive private sector development. We understand the key role that mentoring can play in fostering entrepreneurship, leading to creation of sustainable employment and income opportunities for underprivileged youth in rural and semi-urban areas across India. Mentors across the country are the real levers of change, whose nudging and egging of their entrepreneurs towards their goals bring about a transformation, not only in the lives of those entrepreneurs, but also their employees and business partners. The BYST BHC project, which began in 2020, aims at building the capacity of 1,200 potential young entrepreneurs, financially supporting and mentoring 300 entrepreneurs out of which 30% will be women. The project will also develop a pool of 300 mentors. And you have already seen the impressive outcomes that it has already achieved. Today, we have formally launched the two new initiatives under the BYST BHC partnership. One is this unique business ideas contest, and the other one is the mentor development program. Business ideas contest aims to attract more numbers of underprivileged youth to entrepreneurship. This will be organized in Bhubaneswar and Ranchi. This contest aims to reach out to 20,000 potential entrepreneurs, counseling 1,500 of them, shortlist and train 150, and provide financial assistance and mentoring support to around 20 of them. Top 3 ideas from each location will also be awarded prize money. The Mentor Development Program is a unique training program that trains potential candidates to be mentors through an internationally accredited training course. The program aims to promote and develop a mentoring environment and support mentoring training for various incubation centers, EDP cells, the faculty members of government skill development institutions across various states. The Mentor Development Program will aim to develop a pool of about 1,000 institutional mentors and build capacities of 2,000 existing mentors and 2,000 entrepreneurs. This program brings in UK knowledge and experience in mentor training. It is accredited by City and Guilds of London Institute. Given the scale of India's entrepreneurial ecosystem, digitization is the need of the hour to extend the reach of any efforts far and wide. Hence, the BSc BYSD partnership is also looking for digital optimization in various ways, like mentor and entrepreneur apps, chatbots, dynamic websites, etc. I'm happy to see that the BYSD BHC program has made a mark in a relatively short period. This program has created many success stories. Kiran Bala, is a woman entrepreneur that you just saw, is a case in point. She not only survived through the pandemic, but also created employment for many youths in her locality. The program has many such success stories, and we hope it is able to transform the landscape of Odisha and Jharkhand into thriving entrepreneurial hubs. I thank colleagues at BYST, the international partner, training institutions, and all the participating candidates for being part of this program and making them successful. I will also like to thank my Secretary, Mr. Topo, for assuring the backing of the government of Jharkhand for all such initiatives. We at BSc will always remain keen to support successful initiatives such as these. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to inform all the participants that due to other engagements, Mr. Praveen Kumar Topo had to leave the event. Please know that the program will continue and kindly stay with us. A quick update on the number of people who have joined us. We have over 200 people live on Zoom, and over 100 of our entrepreneurs and mentors have joined us from different BYST clusters. There we have our entrepreneurs and other stakeholders who have joined us from Jajpur, Raigada, Bhubaneswar, and Ranchi. Moving on, may I now call upon Mr. Dhruba Charan Bal, Deputy General Manager Finance, State Bank of India, to share his thoughts.
Good afternoon. Mr. Praveen Kumar Topo, IS, Secretary, Government of Jharkhand. Mr. Shivendra Tomar, Managing Director, IFC Venture Capital. Mr. Deepak Upadhyay, Chairman, Strategy Committee, BHST. Mr. Sanjay from British High Commissioner, and my interested group, all young entrepreneurs or to-be entrepreneurs of Odisha and Jharkhand. On the outset, I am very glad to be associated with your mentor development program organized by BYST. Actually, SBI is not new to this. From 2017, we are working with the BYST in this development. Especially in the area of Jharkhand and Kendrapada district, there is joint drive between SBI and BST in entrepreneurship development program. Actually, frankly speaking, mentoring and mentorship is still a new concept for banks, business facilitator, and government agencies. In our case, we give the loans and bank people also monitoring the progress. But it is very happy that NGO like BOST, who are present in Pan India, have the 30 years experience of mentoring of young entrepreneurs. And moreover, they are also trained the mentors who will handle the young entrepreneurs. This is one thing which can change the lending to new entrepreneurs. I am happy to know that many of our retired senior colleagues are working with BOST and mentoring some of entrepreneurs. I have little bit of experience on SME advances in Odisha and some days in Maharashtra. I feel the importance of mentorship in this time, because we are the banker, field officer. When I field officer, we have to follow this customer, follow this our borrower, to give the how to do the business, where to market. Every time we have to guide them. This is what called pre-sanction and sanction follow. But with the advent of developing mentorship, we think it will be less pressure for us, and it will help the new generation entrepreneur to grow and increase. The right counseling, right guidance at the right time is the success. It will be the success for the entrepreneurship. And this is the one of the major role will be played by the BOST. I think with the proper coordination with the financial institution and with the entrepreneurs, we can make Odisha and Jharkhand as a industry hub, MSME hub, we can say, MSME hub of the India. Lastly, I once again wish BOST a march forward, and we assure our all the support whatever needed from our side to improve, to success the entrepreneurs, to make them successful. That is from my side. Thank you, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. Moving on, I now call upon Mr. Shivendra Tomar, Managing Director, IFCI Venture Capital Funds Limited, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Mr. Praveen Kumar Topo, Secretary, Department of Labor, Employment Training and Skill Development, Government of Jharkhand. I think he has left for some urgent work. Mr. Dhruva Charan Balji, Deputy General Manager from SBI. Sanjay Valsankarji from British High Commission. Kapil Kaul Sahab, Sukanya Ayarji, and many of, all the officials of BYST, British High Commission, or the mentors, the professors, the entrepreneurs. It is really interesting to see the great work that has been done by this association of BYST and British High Commission. And so many stakeholders, so many players, so seriously working, and the achievements that are displayed here. It was very heartening to see the success stories. Be it Basanti Rana or Neeraj and others. So I would say it is really a great example of creating job creators, job givers. And I think that is where the entire success of our economy lies. How we can strengthen our economy. It is like creating a lot of productive hands in the system. I'm happy to inform that IFCI, being the first financial institution in the country since 1948, we have been pioneers in the industrial finance and industrial development in the country. But at the same time, I am very happily informing that we have been associated with BYST since 2015. And we participated with BYST in areas nearby Delhi for training and mentorship of the entrepreneurs coming from the underserved communities. It was interesting to note that the kind of wealth creation which takes place from these entrepreneurs is immense. The ratio of wealth created and the investment made in the efforts of these entrepreneurs is remarkable. The outcome is remarkable. For example, even the presentation which was made here, against an investment of about 400 odd crores, the wealth created was about 4,000 crores. So 10 times wealth has been created out of the investments made in this system through these entrepreneurs. So this is something which is great. I would say that the initiative today, which has been launched, for example, for the business ideas, it is very interesting because it is going to encourage a large number of young minds who will certainly start thinking about it. They will come up with ideas, and I would certainly encourage, because there are 200-300 people participating in this program, and many would get in touch with those who are participating here today, and they will come to know about these initiatives through them. Don't hesitate in sharing the idea. Don't feel that this idea might not sound well, but please come forward, and it is a great initiative. It has to be made successful only by giving ideas. So it is a great initiative, and I wish all the success for these two initiatives. As regards mentoring for sustainable growth, which is the subject for today's program, I would say the live examples we have seen here, be it Basanti Rana or Neeraj. Yes, the mentorship can create huge, big examples, very successful examples. And it is the mentorship which can provide the right guidance. There could be technical hands the entrepreneurs is expert in, but at the same time, the entrepreneurs might not be expert in dealing with banks, financial institutions, or meeting other compliances which are required under various acts. So this mentorship is certainly contributes in a very, very big way in these success stories. So I wish all the best to the mentorship program which has been launched today also. Also, I congratulate those 3 certificates distributed to these 3 mentors today. And I'm sure that they will also contribute to the success stories. See, the very important thing that I want to share here is the resources, the money, the capital. In fact, IFCA Venture Capital Funds Limited, which I had as a managing director, is managing 2 funds. One is the Venture Capital Fund for scheduled castes. The other one is the Venture Capital Fund for backward classes. And there is another scheme called Credit Enhancement Guarantee Scheme for scheduled castes. So amongst all these entrepreneurs, I'm sure there will be many coming from these backgrounds also, who come from either the backward communities or they come from the SC communities. As far as the venture funds are concerned, those 2 venture funds, they can be provided only in the companies. So maybe some of the entrepreneurs who are part of the BYST and British High Commission programs, if they have created a company and they are promoted by the SC entrepreneurs, they can take advantage of the venture capital fund. And there we support from 10 lakh rupees to 15 crore. I was seeing some of the examples wherein in one case, the 20 lakh rupees loan has been taken from SBI. Very good. And I congratulate SBI to supporting UCO Bank also. I understand that there was a video from there also. What I want to say is that banks can also take advantage of the guarantee fund. Whatever amount is sanctioned to these entrepreneurs is starting from 15 lakhs and above. So under the guarantee fund to the scheduled caste entrepreneurs, a guarantee from starting from 15 lakh rupees to 5 crore can be extended to the loan sanctioned by the banks to these entrepreneurs. So I think this will be a great opportunity even for us, for the guarantee fund that has been initiated and sponsored by Ministry of Social Justice, Government of India, and which is being managed by IFCI. So we'll be very happy to know, in fact, the websites through which these informations can be gathered. BYST is aware of that. BYST can also display our links on their website through which these entrepreneurs can get access to these schemes, or otherwise simply writing venture capital fund for scheduled caste or writing IFCI venture, you will get through the scheme immediately. So I would invite the entrepreneurs belonging to the SC community or the BC community, come forward, take advantage of the guarantee fund. Guarantee fund is for SC entrepreneurs, but the venture fund is for the backward classes also. So for backward classes, the amount is from 15 lakh rupees to 5 crore rupees. So so some of the entrepreneurs can certainly fit into this ticket size also, the smaller ticket size. BYST can also inform the potential entrepreneurs. And with these words, I would say this is a great initiative through which it is covering the entire gamut of activities, be it encouraging the entrepreneurs to come forward through the business idea contest, or by providing them mentoring support, and also at the same time creating pipeline of the mentors, which is going to assist and help and guide these entrepreneurs and who are going to give the huge big success stories to our economy, to our country, to our society. With these words, I thank you all once again for giving me this opportunity to participate in this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and valuable inputs. Dear all, we have reached the end of the program. Hence, to conclude the program, may I please request Mr. Deepak Upadhyay, Chairman, Strategy Committee, BYST Ranchi, and Program Head, Jharkhand State Livelihood Promotion Society. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, and good evening to all. We have just exceeded the time limit, so I will try to keep my talk within 5 minutes. First of all, my greetings to honorable dignitaries who are present in this session, especially Mr. Praveen Kumar Topo, Honorable Secretary, Department of Labor, Employment, Training and Skill Development, Government of Jharkhand, Sri Shivendra Tomarji, Managing Director, IFCI Ventures Capital, who spoke about such nice things about supporting such kind of budding entrepreneurs in India. Then Dhruv Charan Paulji, the Deputy General Manager, State Bank of India. Sanjay Valsankharji, Senior Program Manager, British High Commission, sir. And thanks for supporting such kind of initiative that BYST is taking across many states and especially underprivileged within underprivileged communities. Kapil Paul ji, Member National Advisory Committee, Shivendra Tomarji, Suganya Iyer ji. And thanks to all for giving such an insightful discussion, having insightful discussion today. So India is a young nation and a budding nation. We are one of the third largest in the world to have a highest number of startups in the world now. The highest number of unicorns that we have in the world, other than US and China, India stands the third. Even we are surpassing UK. So how do we take that momentum or the movement that is happening in the urban localities or the metropolitan cities to remotest places like Jharkhand and Odisha? So the role of organizations like BYST is such a pivotal, and support from organizations like British High Commission and JK Papers is such crucial to take this momentum forward, that it's really a heartening scene that we saw while listening to our young entrepreneurs. So what an entrepreneurs require is not just about finances, it's about the ecosystem that we are able to provide. My personal experiences having promoting entrepreneurship in under NRLM is that what we have felt is more than the finances or other than the finances, it's also about the trust that they develop with the mentors. If the mentors are there, ready to help them starting from the business incubation stage till the implementation stage, starting from the ideation stage till the incubation stage, and they are able to handhold them at every juncture. That builds more confidence to them. And if they are able to rely on somebody who is there with them 24 hours, 365 days, at least approachable, this really is tremendous phenomena. And only organizations like BYST and other agencies like British High Commission, JK Paper, the CSR funding that we are getting from many CSRs in the current era, they have been really instrumental in doing this. So I especially congratulate these young entrepreneurs who have joined BYST and the mentors who are here with us, and they are helping us fulfill the dreams that has been seen by the founding members of BYST. I really found it a very productive session, and I'm delighted that BYST's foray into the state of Jharkhand and Odisha, as many youngsters for both urban and rural areas. We are not only confining our work in only rural areas or urban areas, we are reaching out to all the people. Have been able to give wings to their many entrepreneurial dreams. So moving just from, we saw a case from Chennai where that lady was just into the food business. She took a loan of 23 lakh rupees and she wants to double her turnover in the next year. So that's kind of a dream that we are infusing in the people, and that's really tremendous. So I extend my sincere appreciation to British High Commission and JK Paper for partnering with BYST for taking it forward. As we all know that unemployment is one of the biggest problems, and many of the surveys, even the UK election surveys, also shows that top agenda that is in the voters list is about the unemployment. What we saw in Bihar recently is just because the repercussions that are happening because of unemployment. So this has to be addressed. So what we are talking about is a concept of future in present. So we are trying to solve the future problem unless we talk about generating employment, not only about providing new employments, but also addressing the underemployment issues that we have. And many of those entrepreneurs who we heard from Neeraj that he was employed, but he was underemployed. He was not satisfied. So how do we help them in achieving their aspirational levels? And thanks to the great ecosystem that we have been able to make it. I appreciate the efforts and involvement of all the stakeholders who are with BYST in making the program successful. Also, it is important that the company or BYST program that we are having, the mentors who are the core of the service, who are providing their support and are helping in moving ahead this mission by mentoring this ecosystem. We would urge many more mentors to join this ecosystem and contribute to this bigger cause. On this occasion, I especially wish to make an appeal to the government of Jharkhand and government of Odisha, so that such kind of initiatives and associations are further strengthened in these states by providing other ancillary kind of a support that we can have in terms of policy making, providing the revenues, providing convergence opportunities with many of the existing programs that the government runs, which are mostly in silos, but we are not able to talk to each other. So such kind of a convergence initiatives are also required. I request both the state governments here to take this initiative. As a part of the BYST, I am thankful to the CII for long-term strategic support that they are providing to BYST. I shall be failing in duty if I do not acknowledge the contribution of hundreds of mentors who are there and who are day and out reaching out to these families, especially with underprivileged communities and in very hard locations, many of these areas where we work, the Naxal affected areas. So this is not about a setting up an entrepreneur. It's also about bringing somebody into a mainstream fold. So that's very important if they have a trust in this kind of an ecosystem. I would also like to thank mentor-mentee here, especially Mr. Neeraj and Mr. Manohar Kumar for sharing their experiences and how they have helped in building this enterprise. Would also like to thank Temple City Institute of Technology and Engineering, KIT, Indian Chamber of International Business, and XISS Ranchi for their participation. My special thanks to the guest media, the entrepreneurs and the students who are India's future, and also the BYST staff for having participated in today's program. With this, I conclude my remark, and I thank everyone who, even by mistake if I have forgotten someone, I thank all for participating and attending. As I was told that probably more than 250 participants were there in this program. So thank you everyone, all the participants who are listening to this. Thank you all for your contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all for attending today's event and making it a big success. Have a great evening. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
बंद करिया दुकान को
Recording stopped.